Hello everybody. In this tutorial we are going to make three different types of conveyor screws. So let me start with the first one. It's this one. So we call this variable pitch conveyor screw. As we see here we have a variation in pitch distance between these elements along this shaft. So let me show how we can create the same model using Creo parametric. So let me start with a new part and with a sketch on the right plane here. We start with a circle with 10 units diameter. This equals 200 here. Okay. We make another sketch in this space. This equals 7 and make a mirror for it about this plane. Okay, let me get back before this and take this plane and make a sketch here. Now as long as we will have a helical sweep next, so I need to define the axis of revolution here. So I'll take this axis. Also I need a trajectory or a path or a profile for the helical sweep. So I'll take a projection over this surface here to make this line. Then okay. Now I'll select this one and go to helical sweep as I see here. So the profile was taken from sketch 3 and the axis of revolution was taken also. So now all I need to do is to define the cross section. So let me take simply a line. I'll take it solid with thickness. So let me set this thickness to 2 units. Okay. Now also I can modify the pitch distance here. So let me set this to 30. Okay. Now if I need to make a variation in this distance, all I need to do is go to pitch here, then add a pitch and set it to the same value here. Okay, now that we talk about the start point, so I need to reduce the pitch distance from the start point. So let me set this to 10. Also I'll add another pitch here. Now as we see here we take by value, so as long as that shaft length is 220, so starting from 10 here, let me set this value to 25 and set the pitch from this distance to 10. As I see here, along this distance we have a pitch of value equals 10 from the start point to 25 units, and the rest will be this value. So I'll click OK now. Okay, now let me take another sketch here. We take a references. Okay, now I'll take an arc from here and connect this point with this one, for example, and take a line and make this shape. Now I'll make an extrude with a cut material here. Okay, now as we see here, by this way we have this shape, and we can do the same to the other side. So by this way we have just created the first type. It's a variable pitch conveyor screw. Okay, now let's move to the second part, or second type, sorry. It's a taper through. As we see here we have a taper with a screw So let we see how to make this in Creo parametric. So I'll go back to the auto sweep and will remove the variation in pitch distances and set it all to 25. Okay. Now to make this type of conveyor screws we have two ways here. So let we talk about them. The first one is to take this plane and make a sketch here. I'll take another center line and make a sketch here with my taper. Okay, now I need to make a revolve here, but this time with cut material. Sorry. Then okay, as we see here, we have the screw with the required taper. There is another way we can use here. It's a more professional way. So now let me press Alt here and take this curve for example. Then I click Ctrl C, Ctrl V, then Shift and select all these. Now I click OK here. Now as we see here in the model tree we have a separated curve so we can deal with. Now also I need to make a sketch over the space. I'll set my references here and make this sketch now here. By the same way I'll make another sketch on the space. Sorry. Okay. Now let me make another sketch now here. So I'll make it bigger than that one. Now I'll select this curve. Okay, as we see now, I select this and go to swept blend. I need to define the sections here, so I'll take a selected sections. I'll take this as the first one, then I'll make an insert here and take this as the second one, then I'll take a cut material here, then okay. Now this is the way of making a taper for the hotel sweep or the conveyor screws. Now I can hide these. As we see here we have another screw with a taper. Okay. Now the last part is this one. It's a cone screw. I think this is a very easy one to make. So if we talk about it. So now I'll go back for this. All what we need to do here is to take a sketch over here. Let me take this area for example. Now I will extrude this to this direction, but I'll go to options and take or make a taper here. Put it to -10 for example. I think no step here. I say here it's just for reasons of learning. It's not a practical design, but it, it's just to show how the way to make this thing. So there's a obvious difference in this length here or this distance, but we've here just show the way. We work with no dimensions, so this is the way. Or we can make a revolve here to make this table. So this completes this tutorial. Thanks for watching.